Hello, welcome. Hi, I'm Steve Watson. I was just considering the challenge that students have with practice, which often I would say is a challenge that they have with discipline, right? Having, developing, nurturing a discipline into which a practice exists. And very often what happens is people have the term habit, right? Like, I want to develop a better habit. To me, what I hear is that they're saying, I'd like to be less conscious about my actions, and I'd like those actions to lead me to health and growth. Uh, and to me, that sort of contravenes everything that we're doing in the internal arts world, which is to say, consciousness forward, consciousness driven. But a thought that I had is that certainly I don't want to think of my somebody's practice as a habit. Fine. Uh, but sometimes people kind of discuss their practice as if it's a hobby. And that doesn't seem problematic to them. Like, oh, it's a hobby. It's this thing I do that's not my work and family. Um, uh, and it's a pretty nice hobby. It's pretty and it's fun. It's good for you and all the rest. And I enjoy it. And I would say that I don't want to consider my practice, for example, Tai Chi Chuan, I don't want it to think of it as a habit. That's not the way that my consciousness is going to relate to it. I also don't want it to be considered a hobby of mine, like uh, tennis might be a hobby, or crochet might be a hobby, or woodworking is a hobby. And so, what I would propose is that you consider your Tai Chi Chuan practice, or your meditation practice, your Qigong practice, your Baguazhang practice as a hygiene. So, we have our hobbies, and we have our work, and then we have our um, social, family and friends and so forth. And then we have our hygiene. So we have the things that we kind of simply must do in order to maintain an aliveness, right? Or, an integration into society. So I have to brush my teeth regularly. I have to comb my hair somewhat regularly. I have to wash my clothes. I have to bathe my body. And I have to do these things regularly. And they're not my work, and they're not my family, friends, my social, and they're not my hobbies, right? They're not my entertainment. They support all those other things. If I don't have my hygiene, I don't get to keep going to work. I don't keep my friend and family circle as large as it might be. And I don't get to participate in the hobbies as often or to the same extent as I'd like. I have to keep my clothes clean. I have to keep my teeth clean. I have to keep my glasses clean. I have to bathe my body. I have to, brush my hair, these sort of things. And I might not bathe my body every day. I might go a couple days and not shower. I might wear the same shirt a couple days in a row. I might miss brushing my teeth that one time. I might not comb my hair every day, but a couple times a week or whatever it might be. So the hygiene doesn't have to be this sort of relentless discipline of you can never ever ever miss, but you do have to do it regularly and not miss very often. So I'm not here to say what that regularity is, but considering your practice, your meditation practice, your Daoyin practice, your Tai Chi practice, your Tai Chi Chuan or Qigong practice, whatever it might be, Sheng Yi Chuan, Aikido, considering these practices a hygiene, like a necessary component of my integration in society and the quality of my life and the length of my life. So it's mental hygiene, it's psychological hygiene, it's physical hygiene. It's a practice of hygiene. It's how I tend to care for, get to know my being, my body, my breath, my brain, my body, my bones. So perhaps considering your practices as hygiene. So when we think of something as hygiene, we think, well, this gets done regularly and it gets done to extend and improve my life, extend and improve my relationships. And it may not be the main thing I want to do. For some of us, it is. It's also this fantastic, passion. For so many people, it's a thing I'm able to do. I have access to. I don't really mind doing. I often have fun doing it, but I'm doing it because this helps me and my arthritis. This helps me with my anxiety. This helps me with my balance. This helps me to sleep. This helps me when I have that short fuse and my anger problem and my road rage. And that's why I do these practices. That's perfectly fine. And it's a hygiene. It's a hygienic practice. So it has to get done regularly. And it can be skipped a little bit, it can be missed a little bit. Not too often. Mostly you're doing it. Occasionally you miss, and that works just fine. So hygiene, not hobby or habit. Thank you.